Hey, Mr. Curiosity, true what they've been telling me. Are you kidding me? Took care of me.
Hey there, Billy.
True, is the only God
It's insecure or anything, Joe, just as long as you call me.
I sent the message on.
Did you get it correct? It seems catastrophic event.
It wasn't meant to me no harm. If the thing did something wrong,
Would be a problem. Looking for love this time. I'm hopeful, but it's making me cry. Love is a mystery, Mr. Curiosity. Please, Mr. Please do come and find me. Looking for love this time. Sounding hopeful, but it's making me cry. Love is a mystery. Mr. Curiosity, please do come and find me. You and I don't make my love is just I don't. I try.
So was it you who spoke the words? Things would happen, but not to me. Things are gonna happen naturally.
Welcome to everybody arriving. We are about 14 minutes away from the awesome movie and TV trivia. We will be keeping score for ourselves as per usual, because I am expecting a fairly large crowd as per usual.
Another day to sing about the magic that's you and me. It's you and I, to love you. It's you and I, and the others just read others only dream of the love it. I love you, love it about. Go ahead, more about the words, over numbers, another word. Hundreds of pages forward.
Welcome, Daniel.
Ever heard, and I feel so alive, 'cause you and I both belong. What you and I spoke of is just freaking up. And if you could see me now, when I'm almost settled. You and I, not so little you and I anymore. And I hope the silence brings a moral story. More importantly, evolving is the glory of a boy. 'Cause you and I both belong, love. What you and I spoke of this just freaking up. And if you could see me now, well, I'm almost finally.
Welcome to the Killer Rabbits.
When I'm almost finally, well, I get free. Oh, that's all you had to go anyway. Oh, just remember the telephones that were working in both. And the more you follow through, and there's always more left over, not too much explaining. And if ever you find your love, I will be your lifeline. I will never be disappointed. But it's fine. Never. If nothing else, I think the bells inside it finally found you someone else, and that's okay. 'Cause I remember everything you said. And others can only dream of. Yeah, they could see me now, they see that you and I both love. What do you know has spoken? And others are laughing me up. Yeah, they could see me now, they say, oh, it's finally out. Yeah, finally out of.
I think at this point, Kelly, I have seen him 9 times. Speaking of 9 minutes until the awesome begins. Yeah, Kiki was frustrated with the fact that I was picking the lead-up music. So she decided that tonight would be a Jason Mraz night as we wait for the awesome to begin. That's what happened. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Dreaming of sleeping next to you, feeling like a lost little boy.
Just a reminder, tonight is the movie and TV game. The general games are at 7 o'clock on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So those will continue after tonight. Again, at 7 o'clock, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the general trivia games. Tonight is the Impossible movie and TV game. If you are playing, make sure you are playing just for the fun of it and not for the competition of it, because it's super tough, especially the final, which I will explain why that is when we get closer to game time. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody who is showing up.
Found myself in your chairs, your eyes, your lips, your hair, but you were everything. I was when I woke up in your chairs, and I thought you might be it, but you were nowhere. Oh, Lord, you're nowhere at home, and as I lay me back to sleep, this love I pray, I can't keep sleeping a dream about you, and I'm so dead, I'm tired of having to live without you, but I don't mind.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
And I'm so tired.
It's fun to see the General Trivia All-Stars coming and joining us on a Monday to see how they can do.
Oh, saturate my eyes are cold. I sleep in a dream about you, and I'm so damn tired of having to live without you. But I don't mind. I sleep in a dream about you, and I'm so tired.
Less than 6 minutes until the awesome begins. Welcome to Daryl and Kirsten, not to Dave.
Do you feel the way I do right now? I wish we were just it's the best part is rolling anything but I will make sure to keep my distance. Say I love you when you're not listening. How long can we keep this up?
Every time Dave comments something in the chat, it's making me review it, which isn't a whole lot different than a normal night at Parma Tavern.
I'm afraid of what you see right now. Give you everything I am, all my broken heartbeats, until I know you'll understand. I will make sure to keep my distance. Say I love
Less than 3 minutes until the awesome begins, and I will go ahead and put up the fundraising link. Thank you so much to everybody who's been helping out. But if you would like to, you can certainly bookmark that, pass it around to all your rich friends. We appreciate it.
keep waiting for you to take me. You keep waiting to say what we had, so I'll sure keep my distance.
Say I love you when you're not listening. How long can we keep this up?
Make sure to keep my distance. Say I love you when you're not listening. How long till we call this love? Love, love.
1 minute until the awesome begins. 1 minute. I don't have a drink, woman.
What?
That's how you have to handle things in a pandemic. All righty. It is officially time to play a little bit of awesome movie and TV trivia. My name is Goman. A happy Monday to each and every one of you. Here's how this is going to work. Just like last week, just like every other game we've done, we are going to keep score for ourselves for fun because thankfully there are way too many people playing for me to keep score for you. We do have a test run that one individual team is doing because somebody built a website to maybe give us scoring in the future. But for tonight, we will be continuing to keep score for ourselves. There will be times during the game when, if you choose to, you can put your team name and your score at that moment into the chat. The chat is used for me to post the questions after I ask them, so you can read them if you need a reread. But as always, please, no discussions of the questions, even with hilariously wrong answers in the chat during the game, because obviously that's not where we're putting answers. I will ask a question. I will then give you a warning, either 60 seconds or 30 seconds for when I'm going to give the answer. If your team needs more time, try to tell me you need more time before I get to that warning, because sometimes due to delays, if I get to the warning and you wait for that and then you post something, it might be too late. I may have already moved on to the next question. Tonight's game is entirely movie and TV. I do warn our general trivia teams that this game is insanely difficult because our teams at PT, at Parma Tavern, who have been playing for years and years and years and years, have gotten so good that it's the only way that I can do it and make it fun for them. The thing that's not going to be fun for them or for anyone tonight is all of our teams, whether you played before on Mondays or not, get to experience something tonight, which is what happens when Goman writes a final question last week that he thought was amazing, and almost everybody got it right. That embarrasses Goman, and he writes a final question tonight that it is very possible no teams will get. This was a question that was deemed too difficult for a championship. So have fun with all that. If you do need score sheets or rules, that is all at clevelandawesometrivia.com. All right, we're going to begin. Your categories for round number 1. Uh-oh, I'm having a little computer issue. Again, if I ever get kicked off, just go back to the website or the Facebook page in 5 minutes, and I'll have a link for you again. Your categories for round 1 shall be How I Met Your Mother, Superheroes, and The Office. That's How I Met Your Mother, Superheroes, and The Office. Question 1, category How I Met Your Mother. On the TV show How I Met Your Mother, what is Lily and Marshall's son named? Is it Leo or Marvin? On the TV show How I Met Your Mother, what is Lily and Marshall's son named? Is it Leo or is it Marvin? Chin chin to everyone. If you don't have a drink at this point, please yell for your significant other to get it for you. We'll go 30 seconds on question 1, please. 30 seconds. By the way, your loyalty bonus again in action tonight. You can see how well that now 3-week-old beard is coming in. I know it's sad. One of my many Irish curses. Question number 1. Category How I Met Your Mother. On the TV show How I Met Your Mother, what is Lily and Marshall's son named? Leo or Marvin? The answer is Marvin. Marvin, the answer we were looking for. Question number 2. Category Superheroes. X-Men Avengers or Justice League? In movies or comic books, which group did a character named Cyclops belong to? X-Men, Avengers, or Justice League? In movies or comic books, which group did a character named Cyclops belong to? Yeah, for those worried about the cat, here's the situation with the cat. If we let the cat in off the front porch, then she'll jump on me and dig her claws into me, and it hurts, and I have to push her off. Plus, then Rocky will notice she's in the house, and he'll start barking at her very loudly, which will stop you from being able to hear the game. So the lesser of those two evils is the screaming of the 16-year-old deaf cat from the porch. 30 seconds on question 2, please. Question number 2, category superheroes. X-Men, Avengers, or Justice League? In movies or comic books, which group did a character named Cyclops belong to? The answer was X-Men. X-Men, the answer we were looking for. Question 3, category The Office. On the TV show The Office, Michael went to the same high school as what other member of The Office? On the TV show The Office, Michael went to the same high school as what other member of The Office? Yeah, our life is just a cavalcade of animal sounds constantly, 24/7. Happy sounds, angry sounds, sick sounds. I don't even hear it anymore. 30 seconds. Question number 3, category The Office. On the TV show The Office, Michael went to the same high school as what other member of The Office? That other member of The Office was Phyllis. Phyllis, the answer we were looking for. Your categories for round number 2 shall be Harold Potter, SNL, and mob movies. That's Harold Potter, SNL, and mob movies. Question 4, your category, Harold Potter. What kind of animal is the first animal Harry's able to talk to in the Harry Potter movies? What kind of non-human animal is the first animal Harry is able to talk to in the Harold Potter movies. We'll try 30 seconds, please. Unless I hear from somebody they need more time. 30 seconds. By the way, if anybody is looking for stuff to stream and watch while we're locked up, the Hillary documentary on Hulu is incredibly good. The Netflix trials of Garcia Fernandez. Is that it? Gabriel Fernandez. Heartbreaking, tough to watch, but if you can do it in a few sittings, it's really, really good. We just watched a movie, Warrior, with Tom Hardy and Nick Nolte. If you don't mind watching people mixed martial arts fight, it's a nice, like, family, wacky family dynamic with fighting, Rocky type movie. McMillions was amazing. We watched McMillions yesterday. And of course, Good Will Hunting and The Shawshank Redemption. We watched Good Will Hunting recently.
Yes.
I'm saving Shawshank for early May when we're still here. Question number 4, category Harold Potter. What kind of animal is the first animal Harry's able to talk to in the Harry Potter movies? The answer is a snake. A snake. The answer we were looking for. Question number 5, category SNL. Within 3 years, either way, in what year did Michael Keaton host Saturday Night Live for the first time? Within 3 years, either way, in what year did Michael Keaton host Saturday Night Live for the first time? We'll go 30 seconds, please, on those answers. 30 seconds, please. One of the tougher SNL questions, I think. All righty. Question 5, category SNL. Within 3 years either way, in what year did Michael Keaton host Saturday Night Live for the first time? The answer was 1982. If you answered 1979 to 1985, you are a correct team. It was a tough one because Michael Keaton kind of got famous and then completely disappeared at 4 different times in our lives. But it was 1982 when he first hosted SNL. Question number 6, category mob movies. In the movie Goodfellas, whose head gets shoved into an oven early in the movie, allowing Henry to continue to work at the cab stand? In the movie Goodfellas, whose head gets shoved into an oven early in the movie, allowing Henry to continue to work at the cab stand? We'll go 30 seconds, please. 30 seconds. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Abe's. Miss you. Abe is one of the super hot top 5 hottest teams, like Browns 16-0 and the other teams that I can't say, or else everyone will know who the top 5 is. Dave remembers Team Red, Cassie. I promise. Question number 6, category mob movies. In the movie Goodfellas, whose head gets shoved into an oven early in the movie, allowing Henry to continue to work at the cab stand? The answer is Henry's mailman. His mailman, who is told that he is no longer allowed to deliver anything from Henry's school to his parents so that he won't catch a beating anymore from his dad. Your categories for round number 3, which will be a couple of 50-50 questions followed by a range question, shall be classic stuff, romantic stuff, and TV premieres. That's classic stuff, romantic stuff, and TV premieres. Yes, there is. The scoring is exactly the same. It's just a harder game with the questions about movie and TV stuff. Question 7, category classic stuff. In the movie The Wizard of Oz, what was the last song written for the movie? Was it If I Only Had a Brain or Over the Rainbow? In the movie The Wizard of Oz, what was the last song written for the movie? Was it If I Only Had a Brain or was it Over the Rainbow? I want to show you what I'm doing 5 to 6 times a day. Taking my temperature. I think it helps. 98.1. I'm safe. I like to do it every time I feel a little bit Twitter-pated or sweaty. Turns out it's just the Crown Royal. Stevie, the question, if you read the question, it would be the last song written chronologically. Yes. But Stevie, your team's not Monday Trivia Noobs. I've seen them before. You just don't show up. Not my fault. 30 seconds. I feel bad for the people who don't have the chat rolling along the side of their video because it just looks like I'm an insane person yelling at a screen for no reason with no impetus. Question 7, category classic stuff. In the movie The Wizard of Oz, what was the last song written for the movie? If I Only Had a Brain or Over the Rainbow? Crazily, it's actually Over the Rainbow. The director, I think, didn't want it to be a part of the movie. It ended up being iconic and what the movie is mostly remembered for. Over the Rainbow, the answer there. Question 8, category romantic stuff. In the movie Ghost, what year was the Indian head penny that they discovered in their apartment? 1867 or 1898? In the movie Ghost, what year was the Indian head penny that they discovered? Sam and Molly. I blanked on their names when I read the question first. 1867 or 1898? Prettiest Demi Moore has ever been in the movie Ghost. And don't try to say striptease. Not true. We'll go 30 seconds, please, on those answers. 30. All righty. Question 8, category romantic stuff. In the movie Ghost, what year was the Indian head penny that they discovered? 1867 or 1898? The answer was 1898. 1898, the answer there. Question 9, category TV premieres. Within 3 years, either way, in what year did the TV show Everybody Loves Raymond first premiere on American television? Within 3 years, either way, in what year did the TV show Everybody Loves Raymond first premiere on American television? We'll go 30 seconds on that question. 30. Question number 9, category TV premieres. Within 3 years, either way, in what year did the TV show Everybody Loves Raymond first premiere on American television? The answer, 1996. 1996. The answer we were looking for. All righty. It is now time. I'm sorry, if you answer between 93 and 99, that is your correct range for question number 9. Sorry, I got distracted because it is time for halftime. Here is how the halftime question works. I'm going to ask a question that has 5 answers. You will write down 5 answers and only 5 answers. At the end of all this, I will tell you what the 5 answers are. You will get 2 points for each correct answer that you write down. Of the 5, maximum 5 that you write down, for a possible total of 10 points for halftime. The reason that I am distracted and a little Twitter-pated by the halftime question is that it does involve one of Goman's man crushes. Your halftime category is box office. What are the 5 biggest non-cartoon box office movie hits in terms of worldwide box office and not adjusted for inflation in the career of the beautiful, dreamy, gorgeous, mouth-watering Ben Affleck? What are the 5 biggest non-cartoon box office hits in terms of worldwide box office and not adjusted for inflation in the career of Ben Affleck? I'll give you a while to work on this. For general trivia players, there is no hint for this. Just try to get as many as you can out of 5. I'll give you a warning when it's time to wrap up your thoughts and discussions. All right, if I said 60 seconds on those answers, is it too soon? Do teams need more time? This is Lilith. Lilith is, at this point, the only cat we have left in the house. It includes cameos, as long as the cameo was credited. I will give more time. All right, if I said 60 seconds now, are we good to go? All righty. Whether or not we're good to go, 30 seconds is what I'm saying. 30 seconds on those answers. Lock them in, folks. $30 up dog seconds indeed, but less than that now. Almost 0 seconds. All righty. Here are your halftime answers. What are the biggest 5 non-cartoon box office hits in terms of worldwide box office and not adjusted for inflation in the career of Ben Affleck? Number 1 on the list is Batman versus Superman. Number 2 on the list is Justice League. Number 3 on the list is Armageddon. Number 4 on the list is Pearl Harbor. And number 5 on the list, also one of the worst movies ever to be made, ever. Not that one. Gone Girl. Gone Girl rounds out the top 5 for Ben Affleck. So it's Batman versus Superman, Justice League, Armageddon, Pearl Harbor, and the awful Gone Girl. Once you have totaled up, you get 2 points for each correct answer that you got at halftime. Once you have that totaled up, if your team would like to post your team name and your score, you can certainly do that. We will now do our halftime break, which entails enough time to possibly quickly use the bathroom or refill a drink. So we are now at halftime, and we'll be back with more awesome trivia very, very quickly. Nice job, 3 men and a little lady. And bear in mind, too, for our general trivia teams, there are very few teams who don't play on Monday who are going to get a ton of points. We are just here to have some fun. Some very strong scores coming in. I do like it. I like it very much. All right, we'll get moving in about 30 more seconds. 30 seconds until the second half of Monday Awesome Trivia begins. Bruce. I just did that for dog and peas and carrots. They'll be happy now. All righty, your categories for round number 4 shall be Ghostbusters, The Big Bang Theory, and movie soundtracks. That's Ghostbusters, The Big Bang Theory, and movie soundtracks. Question 10, your category Ghostbusters. In the Ghostbusters movies, where in Dana's apartment does she hear the name Zool first? The oven or the refrigerator? In the Ghostbusters movies, where in Dana's apartment does she hear the name Zool first? The oven or the refrigerator? "30 seconds, please, on those answers. 30. Question number 10, category Ghostbusters. In the Ghostbusters movies, where in Dana's apartment does she hear the name Zool first? Her oven or refrigerator? The answer is the refrigerator. The refrigerator, the answer we were looking for. Question 11, category Big Bang Theory. On the TV show The Big Bang Theory, why do so many scenes show the characters walking upstairs to their apartments? On the TV show The Big Bang Theory, why do so many scenes show the characters walking upstairs to their apartment? And we'll go 30 seconds on that one, please. 30 seconds. Question number 11, category The Big Bang Theory. On the TV show The Big Bang Theory, why do so many scenes show the characters walking upstairs to their apartments? The answer is because the elevator is broken. Because the elevator is broken. The answer we were looking for. Question number 12, category movie soundtracks. The song How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees peaked at number 1 on the Billboard charts in 1977. What movie soundtrack was it most famously featured on? The song How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees peaked at number 1 on the Billboard charts in 1977. What movie soundtrack was it most famously featured on? I think we'll go 30 seconds on that one. 30. Alrighty. Question number 12, category movie soundtracks. The song How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees peaked at number 1 on the Billboard charts in 1977. What movie soundtrack was it most famously featured on? The answer was Saturday Night Fever. Saturday Night Fever. The answer there. Your categories for round number 5 shall be reality TV, Wayne's World, and Seinfeld. That's reality TV, Wayne's World, and Seinfeld. Question 13, category reality TV. Within one season, either way. In what season did Ruben Studdard first appear as a contestant on American Idol on the live voting shows? Within one season, either way, up or down. In what season did Ruben Studdard first appear as a contestant on American Idol? Yes, there is a free pass just like normal. And we'll go 30 seconds on that question, please. 30. Question number 13, your category was reality TV. Within one season, either way, in what season did Ruben Studdard first appear as a contestant on American Idol? On the live voting shows, the answer is season 2, where Ruben, even though he shouldn't have, beat Clay Aiken, for the title of American Idol. So if you answer between season 1 and season 3, you are a correct team. Question 14, category Wayne's World. In the movie Wayne's World, Wayne told Garth to imagine he was in a forest with what actress to calm Garth down? In the movie Wayne's World, Wayne told Garth to imagine he was in the forest with what actress in an effort to calm Garth down? And we'll go 60 seconds on that one, please. 60 seconds. Why, thank you, Steve. Not nearly as handsome as you do, and not nearly as hot as that wife of yours. Question number 14, your category Wayne's World. In the movie Wayne's World, Wayne told Garth to imagine he was in a forest with what actress? The answer is Heather Locklear. Heather Locklear. Swing, the answer we were looking for. Question 15, category Seinfeld. On the TV show Seinfeld, in the puffy shirt episode, George burns his hands on what? On the TV show Seinfeld, in the puffy shirt episode, George burned his hands on what? We'll try to go 30 seconds on that one, please. 30. Okie dokie. Question 15, category Seinfeld. On the TV show Seinfeld, in the puffy shirt episode, George burns his hands on what? The answer is a clothes iron. A clothes iron. The answer we were looking for. Your categories for round number 6 shall be Star Wars, Stranger Things and movie premieres. That's Star Wars, Stranger Things, and movie premieres. Question 16, category Star Wars. This, I think, is a nerdy one. In the movie A New Hope, what color leader is in the first attack run on the Death Star? In the movie A New Hope, what color leader is in the first attack run on the Death Star? And we'll try to go 30 seconds on that one. If you need more time, let me know as quickly as you can. All righty. Question number 16, category Star Wars. In the movie A New Hope, what color leader is in the first attack run on the Death Star? The answer is gold. Gold leader was in the first attack run on the Death Star. For those of you who have not played us on Mondays, this is normally where we wait for my Star Wars nerds to say, well, technically, and then give me 8 million reasons why that question was faulty. So we will wait for doing that to make sure that it was okay before we officially score that part. But we will move forward to question 17. Category Stranger Things. In the first season of the Netflix show Stranger Things, what was the name, the last name is all I need, of the teacher who advised Dustin and the boys on how to make a sensory deprivation tank? In the first season of the Netflix show Stranger Things, what was the last name of the teacher who advised Dustin and the boys on how to make a sensory deprivation tank? And we'll go 60 seconds on that one, please. 60 seconds. All righty. Question 17, category Stranger Things. In the first season of the Netflix show Stranger Things, what was the name of the teacher who advised Dustin and the boys on how to make a sensory deprivation tank? The answer, not unlike the hard-nosed educator in Lean on Me, is Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark, the answer we were looking for there. Question 18, category movie premieres. Within 3 years, either way, in what year did the movie Major League first premiere in American theaters? Within 3 years, either way, in what year did the movie Major League first premiere in American theaters? Since we have hit question 18, this is also the time where I will put up the fundraiser portion of this evening's entertainment. You are able. We'd very much love to have you be a part of the fundraising experience for Cleveland Awesome Trivia. We would very much appreciate it, as we already appreciate all the people who have been helping this whole time. Again, we are mostly looking for that super rich Ebenezer Scrooge-like miser to give us a ton of money so we never have to ask for any money ever again, and we can just keep doing games for fun. That would be the best case scenario. But the link is there. If you can bookmark it, spread it around, donate, we'd appreciate it. And we'll go 30 seconds on question 18, please. 30 seconds. All righty. Question number 18, category movie premieres. Within 3 years, either way, in what year did the movie Major League first premiere in American theaters? The answer was 1989. If you answered between 86 and 92, you are a correct team. This is the time where a lot of teams will share their team names and their scores as we head to the final question. And it is also the time when I should share with those of us who have not played on a Monday night before how the final question format works. And the way that we do the final question on Mondays is called Name the Flick. Here is a sample question to kind of give you an idea of what you are looking at. I might ask a question along the lines of a 90s movie that was nominated for and won an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. It featured someone from the Bourne Identity movies. It featured someone who has played Batman, and it featured someone who was in the movie Dead Poets Society. What you would do is try to think of all the people you can think of from the Bourne Identity movies, all the people you can think of from who have played Batman, and all the people from Dead Poets Society. And then you have to find one person from each of them in another movie entirely all together. Here's how that would work. Your one person from the Bourne Identity movies would be Matt Damon. Your one person for who has played Batman would be Ben Affleck. And your one person from Dead Poets Society would be Robin Williams. So you are looking for a movie that had Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Robin Williams in it that came out of the 90s and won that Oscar. That answer would be Good Will Hunting. That is how the final question works. Now, that, sadly, for some of us, is a very, very simple example of how the final question works. Last week, I thought I wrote a very difficult final question, and a lot of teams, even teams who don't normally play on Mondays, ended up getting it. So tonight I wrote a question that I'm really not expecting anybody to get. So you may want to be in a situation where you risk zero. Maybe. I don't know. But the way that the hint works here is I will give the question. After a while, I'll give you quite a bit of time to work on it. I will then give you a warning on the time that the hint will be coming. Once I give that hint, at that point, you can no longer risk between 0 and all of your points. At that point, you can only risk between 0 and half of your points. So keep that in mind. All right. I think we might be good to go. For your final question, your category is Name the Flick. This 90s movie was not nominated for any Oscars. Aww. It featured someone from the movie Bruce Almighty. It featured someone from the original movie Footloose. It featured someone from the movie Jerry Maguire. Finally, it featured someone from the movie Steel Magnolias. Name that flick. This 90s movie was not nominated for any Oscars. It featured someone from the movie Bruce Almighty. It featured someone from the original Footloose. It featured someone from the movie Jerry Maguire. Finally, it featured someone from the movie Steel Magnolias. Name that flick. Have some fun. Starting to realize that my Monday teams are as big of losers as I am when it comes to movies. Awesome movies, by the way. Just watched this one recently, as in like 2 days ago or yesterday. All the days run together. If you're working on this, keep on working. I will tell you schedule for the rest of the week. We do have games Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all general trivia games. None of this movie and TV themed nonsense. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all at 7 o'clock as usual. We'll get things back to normal tomorrow, just before 7 o'clock. I do hope to have you there. Then we'll take a couple days off and be back on Sunday with more general trivia at 7 o'clock. Continue working. Here, I thought this was too difficult for a championship. Turns out it was too easy for a championship game. You guys always shock me. Doesn't bode well for your amount of fun next Monday, though. Just saying. All right, I'm going to say 90 seconds before I start talking about the hints. This would be the time, if you do think that you're going to end up coming up with it, now would be the time to let me know in the chat that you do need more time. So as soon as you can, if you need more time and you think you're going to come up with it, please do let me know as quick as you can in the chat. Otherwise, we are going to move to the hints. More time, good to go. More time given. Made in the 80s just asked for more time. They have no shot at this one. They're super good at everything, but not this one. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 2 minutes from right now. So we need to wrap things up, and I'm going to start moving with the hint. 2 minutes from right now. And thank you, as always. Again, over 70 people hanging out and playing with us. I can't believe it. Thank you so much for being a part of that. Let everybody know. It's fun to play, even if they've never played before. Who doesn't like trivia questions? Right? We're going to be here. We're here for regular teams. We're here for teams who've never played. We're here through everybody, through this crap that we have to go to. And we just hope that maybe we're able to give you an hour or so of fun on most nights of the week. All right, less than 60 seconds till I'm giving the hints. All righty, here are the hints. You guys are looking for a movie that has Jennifer Aniston in it. She's the one from Bruce Almighty. And Kevin Bacon from the original Footloose. Your hints, Jennifer Aniston from Bruce Almighty and Kevin Bacon from Footloose. In 60 seconds, I will go over the final answer. Reminder, if you did hear that hint or see the hint, from that moment on, you can only risk up to half of your points. All righty, your final question. Category of Name the Flick. This 90s movie was not nominated for any Oscars. It featured someone from Bruce Almighty named Jennifer Aniston. It featured someone from the original Footloose named Kevin Bacon. It featured someone from Jerry Maguire named Jay Moore. And it featured someone from Steel Magnolias named Olympia Dukakis. Name that flick. That super romantic flick that I totally love and will always love is Picture Perfect. Picture Perfect, the answer we were looking for. All right. That concludes this awesome movie and TV version of Awesome Trivia. If you would like, you can certainly put your team name and your total number of points in to the chat. Or if not, that's fine too. I couldn't care less what the scores were as long as everybody had a good time. We will be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock for some general awesome trivia, and then again on Wednesday and Thursday before coming back again on Sunday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, all at 7 o'clock is when the general trivia will be happening. I'll let things roll for a little while here before shutting down the feed. But as always, thank you so much for the support, both by streaming and those of you who've helped with the fundraising. We appreciate you more than you could possibly know, and just hope that this is a little bit of fun for you once a day. So have a great night tonight. Stay home safely. And about 60 seconds from now, I will shut down the stream. I love you all. Thank you so much to everybody, especially our general trivia teams, for joining us and trying it. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, G Monsters. Have a great night, everybody. I mean, have a good night, everybody.